Gentlemen, welcome to the special meeting for Richmond Power and Light, where we elect the officers for 2024. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Doug Goss.
Here.
Lucinda Wright.
Present.
Bill Engel.
Here.
Larry Parker.
Here.
Ann Taylor.
Here.
Gary Turner.
Here.
Jane Bumbelow.
Here.
Justin Burkhart.
Here.
Jerry Purcell.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. Floor will now be open for election for the chairman of RP&L for 2024.
Nominate Jane Bumbelow.
Have a motion and a second to nominate Jane Bumbelow for chairman of RP&L. Do we have any others?
Move to close nominations.
Have a motion and a second to close nominations. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And now let's vote on the chairman. Please call the roll.
Doug Goss.
Aye.
Lucinda Wright.
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Larry Parker.
Aye.
Ann Taylor.
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
And Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
All in favor.
Thank you. Nominations are now open for vice chairman.
I nominate Justin Burkhart.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for nomination of vice chair, Mr. Burkhart. Are there any other nominations?
Move to close nominations.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to close nominations. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Now we'll vote for the vice chair, please. Call the roll.
Doug Goss.
Aye.
Lucinda Wright.
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Larry Parker.
Aye.
Ann Taylor.
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
And Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
Thank you. We'll move right into the Richmond Power and Light agenda with our new chairman.
Do we need to adjourn this? They always do it that way. Okay.
Sure. Good evening and welcome to the Richmond Power and Light agenda for Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Doug Goss.
Here.
Lucinda Wright.
Present.
Larry Parker.
Here.
Ann Taylor.
Here.
Gary Turner.
Here.
Jane Bumbelow.
Here.
Justin Burkhart.
Here.
And Jerry Purcell.
Here.
All present.
Here.
Did I say Bill? I'm sorry, Bill, are you here?
I'm still here.
All right, next we have approval of the minutes.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, sir.
we have the minutes for the executive session as held on Monday, December the 18th, as well as our regular minutes, which was held on December the 4th. I move for approval.
Second.
We have a first and a second for approval of the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Next, we have bills to be approved.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Finance Committee has reviewed the bills and moved for approval in the amount of $7,185,612.66.
Second.
We have an approval and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's see. We have remarks by the chairman. Oh, no, I don't have any remarks. So we have any unfinished business? No, we have no unfinished business. Let's move on to the report from the general manager.
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Good evening.
Tonight, we have a few things on the agenda, but one of the things I always like to do is do a little educational component, especially now that we have a few new board members tonight. So I've prepared, first of all, since you just approved the finances, a few slides kind of going over all those different columns and that we have for our finances. to give you a brief explanation of that. So when you look at your agenda on the front page on the top, the first thing you'll see is that we have payroll, and it kind of goes backwards here that we have our net pay, which is the amount that goes direct deposit to the employees. The next line are the deductions, the employee deductions, and then we have the total gross pay is the final line. After that, we go to the next set of numbers, and we start with the miscellaneous prepaid invoices. So for starters, we have two columns here because the bills are approved every 2 weeks. But what is included in miscellaneous prepaid invoices is health insurance, contributions to the retirement plans, and our utility bills. The next line is telecom division miscellaneous prepaid invoices. And specifically what is paid here are parallax providers that are used to make connections for our customers. So these are typically the bills being paid to other fiber companies like Zayo, New Lisbon Broadband, Axia, CNI, to make sure that, again, these bills are paid timely so that we can maintain these connections for our customers. The next line is the total of those prepaid invoices, so that includes the total of payroll and lines 1 and 2 that I just covered. The next line deducts the amount of the direct deposits for payroll. And line 5 is our total prepaid invoices. So just wanted to kind of give you an explanation as to why you're seeing so many invoices that are paid prior to your approval and what they are. The next line is total EFT invoices. EFT, of course, stands for electronic funds transfer. So these are items that we're required to pay, such as the sales tax that is collected, employer payroll taxes, any wage garnishments from our employees, and finally, our IMPA bill. So, you look and you say, why in the world does RP&L have such a large amount of invoices every month? Well, for example, our IMPA bill, our current bill, which is due in January, is $5,882,534.78. So we do have an electric bill just like everybody else. We buy our power from IMPA and then resell it. So that's why our bills for payment are typically so high, is because of that particular bill. After that, we total the lines of 5 and 6. And then we get to total bills not paid. So when you get your agenda emailed to you, the box I have highlighted in yellow is left blank because that is the amount of the bills that you are reviewing current evening. At least the Finance Committee reviews the night of the meeting. And so usually what you'll get is the Finance Committee receives a stack of bills. And these are our payables, our day-to-day operational bills, everything from vehicle parts and repairs, inventory and stock, building maintenance, substation, services, uniforms, basically everything to operate RP&L. So those bills are presented to the board and the Finance Committee every 2 weeks, and then you do review, the Finance Committee reviews those and makes recommendation on approval. So then those, that's the total for both 2 week periods, and then like Mr. Parker made the motion tonight to approve the bills, the amount of $7,185,612.66. So just thought it would be a good idea or a good opportunity to kind of go through what you're approving when these bills are being approved, so since we do have so many categories, and I'd entertain any questions that you have.
I'd like to thank you, Tony.
No problem.
Yeah,
This
thank
helps
you.
tonight.
Next on the agenda, under report from the general manager, we have award bids for the 2024 tree clearance project for the line department. This includes line clearance and herbicide. I did give kind of an in-depth presentation on this a couple of months ago, but we do use tree contractors in addition to our in-house tree crews for line clearance. Our line clearance contractors go out and they are dedicated to clearing circuits where our in-house guys do the hotspot work, outage work, and when they have time, they are dedicated to dedicated line clearance as well. We did open bids at the last meeting, and we had quite a few different lines on that bid sheet. But our daily driver are three things: tree trimming, tree removal, and removal of 1 unit of brush up to 500 square feet. So when we compared these bids, what we did, we took our actual 2023 trims, removals, and brush removals, and multiplied that by the unit prices that the bidders provided, and gave us a number. So for tree core, it would be $198,961.20 if we replicated this year, based upon their unit prices. For Asplund, it would be $277,481.70. So although their brush removal is less, the trims and removals are higher. As a result, staff recommends awarding the tree clearance portion of this bid package to Tree Corps per the unit prices listed in their bid packet.
Very good. All right, so we need to make a motion to award the bid for the 2024 tree clearance for the line department.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Part 2 of this is the herbicide, and we only had one responsive bidder. And if you may remember the last meeting, I said, wait a second, they didn't include the front sheet. Well, it's because they only bid the herbicide portion of this. The other 2 bidders did not. Midwest provided a bid, and their bid was for time and material time and material, so it's $65 an hour for a one-man crew, $130 for a two-man crew, plus herbicide. This is the same company we've used for at least 5 years, and staff recommends awarding the bid to Midwest Spray Team and Sales.
So moved. Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is opening bids on a bucket truck for Parallax. We do advertise our request for bids. I do have the publisher's affidavit that did run in the Western Wayne News on December 6th and 13th, and I'd request
Mr. Chair?
approval.
Yes, sir.
Request that we accept the proof of publication.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Goss.
We do have one bid. I will open that now. I should have brought an opener because they put tape right over top of the little thingy to open this thing, so. No pressure, everybody's watching. Okay. Company is Global Rental Company, and this would be, their bid price is $158,620, and a plus $715 for delivery. Scared me there for a second. I thought they were saying that's how many days it would take to get it, which that may actually be true as well. The history of some of our other vehicles.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the one bid we have. I request that we be able to take this under advisement and come back in a future meeting with a recommendation.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And finally, under the general manager's agenda, we have a post-settlement agreement motion that we're requesting. RP&L in the past had worked with Community Action on some previous debt. Over the last part of 2023, we came to some new terms with the help of Council A.J. Sickman and leadership of Larry Parker, because I know he's been involved with this for a while as well. And some new terms were settled upon, and Community Action has already made payment. The first payment that was part of this post-settlement agreement in December, and actually contacted me today about dropping off their payment for January already. So, A.J., if you'd like to add anything, this is just, I guess, ratifying what we came to terms on.
Correct. It was my understanding that there was consensus reached among this board generally. However, subsequent to the execution of the agreement by Mr. Parker, it's necessary tonight to take formal action to ratify that action. But I believe that Mr. Foster explained the particulars of the situation well, so I don't have anything to add unless there are any questions.
Are there any questions? Would someone like?
Motion to ratify?
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Very much. And finally, just wanted to present you with the 2024 workshop schedule for IMPA. One of the nice things that IMPA does on behalf of their member communities is they do provide free workshops that we, as a utility, send our employees to over the course of a year. You're always welcome to attend these. There are a couple of interest, I think, especially for maybe new board members and existing board members, of course, as well. On February 15th, they'll be holding IMPA 101, talking about the IMPA itself, their solar program, how that benefits communities, things like that. Then on May 9th, they'll be holding Electricity 101, which is another really good general overview of the electric industry. These are typically all day. They start around 9:30, typically end at 2:30 or 3 o'clock. They provide lunch. If this is something you're interested in, I have a few spots in my vehicle. I'm happy to provide transportation. And if you're, of course, interested in any of the others, you're welcome to attend as well. Just let me know. If I'm going, welcome to ride along. But I did want to present this to you tonight. So if this is something you're interested in, you can get this put on your agenda now. But other than that, that concludes my remarks for this evening, unless you have any questions for me.
Anyone have any questions?
I have a question. This is totally off subject of this. The historic districts in Richmond, if we wanted to go back to a historic style light, what is the process of that?
We provide a standard street light and a decorative light, and the city pays the difference between the standard street light price and the decorative price. Okay. So that is typically how we have done that. Again, because the decorative lights cost us more to stock and inventory and maintain. So the city typically comes up with the difference, or in some cases, neighborhoods come up with the difference if they want that decorative light. That happened in 2022, where a neighborhood wanted the decorative style, and they raised the funds among themselves between the difference of a standard street light and a decorative light.
Okay. Do you know what that difference is, or could you send that to me?
Yeah, I would have to get updated quotes on that, on our polls that, prices fluctuate frequently. But yeah, happy to get that to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's good information. All right, we don't have any new business, unless we do have new business. If not, we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you.